Hey everybody, it's Beth. I grabbed this unfinished pumpkin from Hobby Lobby, and I'm taking Sage Color Chalk Paint by Folkart, painting two of the sections from the front, as well as the sides and the back. Next, I'm taking this stencil and pixie spray, both from Amazon. I spray the back of the stencil with pixie spray. It gives it a light tack so it stays in place when working with it. And I put that down on one of the sections I had painted, and stencil on Ivory Color Chalk Paint by Waverly. And I do give that 2 coats on top of the stencil. I then lift it off and then place it down on the next section I painted, and it still does have that light tack, so it stays in place again. Next, I fill in the gaps left by the stencil. And then I'm taking this textured scrapbook paper. This I got from Hobby Lobby as well. And I am taping it down along the middle section and then kind of marking off where the notch is between the sections, and then just using my square to get a straight line and cut that section. And I place it back down and flip it over and trace out that stem so I can get that cut out. And I do add some tape down just to keep it into place while I'm tracing those areas. I also do the same thing to both unfinished sides of the pumpkin. I then take those pieces I cut out and paint that with that ivory color. Next, I'm taping off the front and back of the pumpkin above the stand and painting that with the same ivory color chalk paint. Next, I'm taking Mod Podge and applying a thick layer of that to the unfinished side. And then I also add some to the edges of the scrapbook paper just to make sure that I have it completely covered with the Mod Podge. Place it down and then use my heating tool to make sure that it's fully adhered. I also do that to the other 2 unfinished sections on the front. Next, I'm making a messy bow. I just take some mesh ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree, as well as a few different colors of raffia, and I'm just wrapping the raffia around itself to make loops on either end, add in the mesh ribbon in the center, and then again on the front. I take some twine and wrap that around the center, tie a couple of knots, and I do leave it long because that's how I'll be attaching it to the pumpkin. Last thing I need to do is tie it to the stem, so I just take that twine I left long and tie it in the back and cut off the excess. And that is it for this project. Thank you so much for watching.